And welcome to this edition of the Coach Derwin Wright Sports Show. And, Coach, a big win for you on Friday night.
Well, I'll tell you what, real proud of our coaching staff and our players and just the whole atmosphere. You know, it's a tough place to play in the whole extremely hot, humid night. Seemed like first game weather was back and the hottest game we've had so far. And that's one of the bigger wins that I know we've ever come back from down there, and I was just proud of our kids.
We'll take a look at that game, plus we'll look ahead to the Indians of Oneida right after this.
For more than a century, Union Bank has been serving the people of Fentress County. Now, as we begin a new chapter in our history of service, we want to take this opportunity to reassure you that while our building may be new, we're still the same friendly people you have known for years. Union Bank, the same people, the same goals, and the same commitment to you. Union Bank, your locally owned hometown bank for more than a century, growing to meet your needs. Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
And back here on the Coach Derwin Wright Sports Show, Coach, your team got off to a great start. Huge play by Thomas Miller.
Yeah, it was a great play by him. He broke to the outside, and the guy tackling him grabbed him, and as he went down, Thomas landed on him, popped up on his feet, and had the wits about him, just keep on running. It was an awesome play by him. Great play.
Coach, that really kind of set the tone for your offense. They scored on almost every possession except, I think, the end of the half and the end of the game.
Right, yeah, they did. And, up front, the line's doing a great job. The backs are starting to really gel in what they're doing. And it's not one guy. It's a group of guys, whether it's Ben Cooper or Josiah Headings at fullback or Cole Cooper or Thomas Miller at wingbacks. And then also, we were able to get Lathan Drake more into the offense, throwing the ball a couple plays, and then Landrick running off the veer. So, that's you want to see a balanced attack like that, and a lot of guys to stop. So I was real pleased with the execution of the offense.
Coach, defensively, your team gave up a couple of touchdowns, a couple of big pass plays, really set one up and actually scored the other.
Yeah, really, and on both those plays, our missed tackles, we have a guy wrapped up and just not finished the tackle, and it's just a technique thing. We got to correct it, but as far as the run defense, it was incredible. We gave up 41 yards on the ground to them, and when you go Smith County game and you can hold them 41 yards on the ground, things are going to be pretty good. But still, yet on the score, just outside pass play, and our guy was there. And then the second one, we actually got a finger on it. You can see on the film, we actually touched the ball. But again, both were just kind of a step slow in their drops, and we just got to work on recognizing where we need to be and getting there quicker.
Coach, your special teams came out and did an excellent job.
Yeah, Johan West kickoff, we felt they had some speed deep, and we asked him to place the ball different spots, and he just did an outstanding job on that. We were sitting there, I think it was 28-12, and we were thinking there, doing calculation in our mind, got down about the 5-yard line and was coming up with a fourth down, and, chose to kick the field goal because it put us up 3 scores. And, Coach Matt Brown said, well, that's probably the first one in your history, Coach, right? And I said, no, I had one other one. I can tell you when, but I'm not going to. But it was just, they're executing, and he's I think that's going to be a weapon for us as the season goes on.
Coach, as you look over your team, there's no real one star. The other night you had Miller had 100-something yards. Josiah Headings had some of the hardest 115 yards I've ever seen run. You had Cole Cooper with 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, Cole had 3 touchdowns, 10 carries, 127 yards. Josiah had 7 carries for 120. And then Thomas Miller had, I think, 10 carries for like 112, 115 yards and 1 touchdown. And, when you're doing that inside, outside, that's just those guys are just busting, executing. And those yards, a lot of them were the line getting us through. But like you said, Josiah, Cole, even Thomas, they ran through tackles. Josiah was dragging people at one time, and just like the first play, Thomas was in a situation where you just knew he was tackled, but boom, comes up, never did touch the ground, was gone. So, they're the guys, in my mind, if I'm up there on the line blocking, I'm like, I'm blocking for these guys because they're running hard.
Coach, this was a big region win. If nothing else, it gave you insurance for the playoffs.
Well, you know, any game like this is big, and we were talking about last year again about, you know, this was a game that had we won, we would have been the pretty much undefeated region champs, and we let this one get away. And I think our guys thought about that the whole bye week that we had going in the second week, and just came out and did what they needed to on the field, and I'm very proud of them.
As you look at the other scores from the weekend, you still got the Upperman Bees looming, and they're playing pretty well.
They're playing real well, and not looking ahead, the Oneida Indians are playing very well. They're ranked in the top 10 in 2A, so we got to go to their house, and it's just we've got a tough schedule pretty much all the way out.
Well, the Dragons do go on the road this week. They're the Road Warriors, though. They're headed to Oneida this week. We'll take a look at the Indians right after this.
For more than a century, Union Bank has been serving the people of Fentress County. Now, as we begin a new chapter in our history of service, we want to take this opportunity to reassure you that while our building may be new, we're still the same friendly people you have known for years. Union Bank, the same people, the same goals, and the same commitment to you. Union Bank, your locally owned hometown bank for more than a century, growing to meet your needs. Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Coach, you mentioned it before the break. The Indians of Oneida, they're the number 9 team, or were last week in AA. They're playing pretty well.
They are. They're a big team. Very, very different offense than what they had last year. To me, they're a much better team as far as offensively than they were last year, and they always do a good job on defense. They're a very disciplined team. Coach Lambert over there does a great job. So we definitely got our work cut out for us to get ready for them.
Coach, what do you got to do to move the ball against?
We'll do what we've been doing, just spread the ball around, come off the football low and hard and be strong, and mix it up and just keep executing and doing the things that we think we can do.
Defensively, what do you got to do to stop them?
We've got to read. We've got to do a good job of being at home and making our reads on what they're doing offensively. And our linebackers can't be guessing around on Friday night. They've got to read what's going on.
Coach, in your special teams, like always, got to have another big night to stop the Indians.
Yeah, we do, and that's phase of the game. And you see the Titans Sunday fake a punt and score. And I hadn't watched any NFL football in a while, but just happened to be thumbing through the channels and seen that play, and I was like, there it is. That's a kicking game, change the game, and the momentum of the game quicker than anything.
Now, Coach, on this Oneida team, tell us some Indians to watch for.
Well, there's several guys to watch for. 21-8, he's a good player. Their backs run hard. On the line, they're big, number 70. They've got some big linemen. I'm interested when them and Coalfield play again this year. I think that's going to be a battle, too. They're a physical team. Both teams are physical, but Oneida's very physical. Their linebackers are good. I think it's number 32. It could be 23. But they've got some guys playing really well.
Coach, this is not a region game, but it's a game right before a huge region game. And I know you want to keep the momentum going and not overlook this one.
Oh, sure, yeah. No, they're not a team to overlook. You don't overlook Oneida, and they've got a rich tradition in football, and they're going to always play well. And I know they've got redemption on their mind. They came in here as a 5-0 last year, and we were the first team to knock them off. So, our kids better not overlook them. If they do, they'll be in trouble.
And, of course, it's good to keep that momentum. You'd like to go in, keep that undefeated streak going.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I think there's 2 teams in Upper Cumberland that are still undefeated, and we just hope to keep playing well. And the big thing I got to tell our guys is every week we just got to improve on something, get better, because that's the name of it, to hit that peak when you get into the second season. Now,
Coach, there's a special start time for this one, right?
It should be 6:30, yeah, 6:30 our time and 7:30 their time. So hope to have a big crowd over there, Gary.
We mentioned big crowds. It's not that long a trip.
No, it's just it's a great trip as far as close, and You know, we've played in the past, went several years without playing, and I'm glad we're back playing each other because it's a good gate for both teams and a good game for both teams.
Well, Coach, we want to thank you for joining us, and best of luck as you head over to Oneida on Friday.
All right, thank you, Gary.
That's going to do it for this edition of the Coach Derwin Wright Sports Show. Be sure to turn out Friday night as the Dragons take on the number 9 team in Class AA, the Oneida Indians, and they need you to be that 12th man. Until then, for 15104 Sports, I'm Gary Clark. See you at the game.